Most of you think being a good person is a virtue. You've been told that politeness is the glue holding society together. But what if I told you that for your nervous system, being nice isn't a moral choice? It's a slow-motion suicide. Your immune system cannot distinguish between a boundary you failed to set and a toxic pathogen. To your cells, a suppressed no is a biological threat. In psychology, we call it the disease to please. In biology, it's chronic physiological decay. Today, we're exposing why your politeness is a white flag to chronic illness, how repressed anger literally deactivates your T cells, and why you need to stop being nice if you want to stay alive. Let's get one thing straight. Being kind is an act of will. It's choosing to help others from a position of strength and abundance. Being nice, however, is an act of fear. It's a form of social prostitution, where you trade your authenticity for the cheap price of a neighbor's smile or a conflict-free dinner. When you say yes while your gut is screaming no, your anterior cingulate cortex, the part of the brain that processes physical pain, lights up. Being agreeable is literally painful on a neuronal level. But you've been conditioned to numb that pain until it's just background noise. You aren't behaving well because you're a saint. You're behaving well because your amygdala perceives social disapproval as a predator attack. You aren't virtuous, you're just terrified. When you suppress true emotions, anger, resentment, or disagreement, your brain doesn't delete them. It archives them in your tissues. Dr. Gabor has spent decades proving that chronic people-pleasing correlates directly with autoimmune diseases, MS, and even cancer. Here is the lethal logic. When you're polite to avoid conflict, your HPA axis, your internal panic button, gets stuck in the on position. Your body prepares for a fight that never happens. You are marinating in a cocktail of cortisol and adrenaline. This nice guy/girl chemistry paralyzes the immune system. Your T cells are told to stand down while internal threats go unchecked. Inflames the gut. Your microbiome literally reacts to every insult you swallow. Shuts down repair. Your body stops cell regeneration because it thinks it's in a 24/7 crisis mode. You are trading your longevity for 5 seconds of social harmony. That is the worst ROI in the history of human biology. You've heard of fight or flight, but there is a fourth, fawn. This is your internal Stockholm syndrome. If you grew up where your needs were secondary to your parents' moods, you learned to become a mirror. You learned to read the room before you even walked tired into it. In adulthood, this became a mask you wear 24/7. Here is the price. If everyone likes you, then no one knows you. You exist as a function, a convenient device, but not a human being. This leads to anhedonia, the death of joy, because you cannot selectively numb emotions. When you mute your anger, you accidentally mute your passion, your drive, and your life. So what's the cure? Do you start being a jerk to everyone? No. The answer is radical authenticity. 1. The 10-second rule. Next time someone asks for a favor, wait. Feel your body. If your stomach tightens, that's a no, even if your tongue is already forming a yes. 2. Conflict is medicine. Conflict is proof that two distinct people are present. If there's no conflict, one of you is invisible. 3. Audit your anger. Anger isn't bad. It's your internal border patrol. It says, this is where I end and you begin. Listen to it. Your integrity is more important than your image. It is better to be a difficult person with a functional immune system than a nice patient in an oncology ward. Being good is a habit that is killing your potential. It's time to stop surviving and start existing. Here is your assignment for today. Disappoint someone. Say no to a minor request you don't want to do. Feel that burning discomfort in your chest. Sit with it and realize the world didn't end. You just took your first breath without a mask. If you're ready to stop performing and start living, hit subscribe and join the Unforced Mind community. We don't do nice here. We do real. Check out our video on deprogramming the people-pleasing brain right here. Stop being nice. Start being sincere. I'll see you on the other side of authenticity.